Yo guys, what's up? As you probably know, the Modern Warfare 2 beta has dropped, and I am here to share my initial thoughts about the game. I know it's just a beta, but there's not gonna be much difference when the game actually comes out. Let's be honest. So, here's how I feel about the game so far. I've written down my own two personal pros and cons list, and so far it's looking like there's more cons than pros. Like I said, it's just a beta, some shit's gonna change, hopefully. But I'll start off with the pros so I don't discourage anyone to not want to buy this game anymore. The first pro, it's a new Call of Duty, For me, I'm a fanatic. I get every Call of Duty every year. So I'm gonna end up getting it regardless. I don't even know if I'm gonna end up playing it like Vanguard. I just bought the game and barely played it. Just stuck to Cold War. And honestly, this year I might still stay with Cold War because I'm not feeling this game too much. I do like the new game modes, like the third person shit. That's pretty cool. The only problem with that is you have to play completely different, and the hip firing is weird in third person. Other than that, the third person is pretty cool. It's a good idea. It makes you feel like you're playing Warzone, mixed with like PUBG type shit. I don't know. They did bring the dive back. They have the dive and the slide animation, which is weird. That's why I have both. Have one or the other. And if I would choose, I would prefer them to keep the dive because the slide is useless in this game. You can't slide cancel or shoot while sliding, or I don't even think you could jump like mid slide. Slide's useless. They do got some cool animations in the game. Like they got some smooth animations. I like the finishers and shit. I'm glad they kept that in, Fuck with the animations, they're cool, but not. Some of them are just too long. They overdid it with the animations, honestly. Some of them are just too long, and you end up getting killed for like popping a dead silence, or even like the grenade throwing animation. I'm glad they didn't try to recycle a bunch of guns this year. Even though I fuck with some of the old guns, they could have brought back a couple good guns. And it's just a beta, like we don't know if this is all the guns so far. But I fuck with the new guns for the most part. They got some cool guns. I don't like the snipers. I feel like they made sniping too easy for some reason. This one sniper I got shit on. The fire rate on it is it's crazy, and most likely it's a one-shot kill unless they're unlucky and hit you with like a knee shot or some shit like that. Other than that, I fuck with the guns. I feel like they try to balance them out. Some guns just are superior. If you look at the stats, they just outmatch every other gun in their category. I feel like they could have did better with balancing some of the weapons, considering the attachments are all dog shit. I feel like there's no point in even using most of the attachments because you lose more than you gain. I feel like that's also them trying to weapon balance right there, but I don't think that's an efficient enough way to do it, because then people just end up running some overpowered ass class, or just no attachments, or the class is just straight shit because they don't know how to properly use the attachments. They just go on whatever. I hope they end up having a Warzone 2, like a second version of Warzone, not just just a copy of the first one because I really don't ever play Warzone. I really don't fuck with it like that. I don't know, just I fucked with Blackout, Black Ops 4 Battle Royale, but I don't know, Warzone is just, it plays different. I don't really like how it plays. I can't say, for at least the gameplay, it's pretty smooth. You know, it's not really choppy or nothing like that, and I am playing on the PS4, so I thought it would be chopped up a bit. But nah, it's pretty smooth, along with the animations. You know, like every other Call of Duty, sometimes you get bullets that don't register and shit like that. But it happens. I wish they could have did better on the movement. The movement is mad slow, too slow. You got like that little sprint right there, as you can see, but the duration of that sprint is like 2 fucking seconds, so you really don't cover no ground. I don't even know if the first Modern Warfare was this slow, but I don't know why it feels so slow. Maybe it's because I've been playing Cold War. Coming off Cold War in this game. It's just real slow. You gotta get used to the movement. I wish they would have gave it like an old feel to the game. The only old feel to the game is the game chat. People, you know, calling you the N-word, going back and forth in chat, shit like that. Yep. Typical old COD game chat. You know, I don't know what got people talking again this year. I guess it's the hype for this game. But I like it. It's funny. You can just chill in the lobby and talk shit, get some funny reactions again and shit like that. I did list off a couple of the cons already, but we do have a couple more left. The first one I'm gonna get into is the garbage ass spawns. Like usual, Call of Duty spawns are trash. I've literally had people spawn right in front of me, right in front of my sights, like lined up in my sights, and all I had to do was pull the trigger and they'd be dead. I've literally spawned right in front of people. I've seen a teammate and enemy spawn in about the same location. I've spawned literally in front of a sniper that was already hard scoping. As soon as I spawned, I got sniped. So yeah, you'd think after all these years they'd finally change something up and learn how to fix the spawns up a little more, but it's still the same old Call of Duty spawns. This also goes into my next topic, which is the horrible maps. Besides the big game modes like Ground War and whatever that other one is for the public matches, like Team Deathmatch, Hardpoint, such as. It's about like the same 3 maps. I know it's just for the purpose of the beta, but if all the maps are set up like this, I would hate every single map. The way the maps are set up, number one, they're too small. It feels like you're playing on a little ass box, and the setup is just real weird. Usually they have like a 3-lane setup, and the setup just feels like there is no 3-lane. Like, it's just, you gotta watch all angles, because like I said, the spawns are fucked. People could spawn anywhere. You don't know where they're coming from. You have so many blind spots on such little maps, so it's hard not to die. Which also goes into my next topic, the death counter. I don't know why they removed it, but they did, probably so people don't feel like garbage pieces of shits when they're getting shit on and check their deaths in game. I don't really mind that they removed it, because certain game modes usually don't show it anyway. Like Capture the Flag, it shows your objective points instead of deaths. But I don't see any reasoning for them removing it. You know, sometimes I like to check the scoreboard real quick, pull it up and see how many deaths I got, see how I'm doing, and know if I need to pick it up or not. Another thing that could also lead to a bunch of deaths is the footsteps. You don't know how many times I've been soundboard, and I don't even know if it was just soundboarding or they could just hear you from across the map. But I've heard footsteps pretty clearly. Sometimes it's confusing because it's too loud. You don't know where the fuck they are. If they're above you, below you, to your left, on top of your head, behind you, you don't know. Then you end up dying. They come from the way that you least expect. Even though the footsteps are loud as fuck and you should be able to hear where they're coming from, that is not the case. I feel like they also could have did better with the score streaks. They just basically recycle the same score streaks every time. Don't know if you noticed, but it's the same exact score streaks pretty much. They just change up the names and the way it looks and how you go about using it and shit like that. But usually, like, if you look, it's about the same score streaks every year. One score streak I wish they would have brought back would be the dogs. That would have been a great score streak, especially to give this game like a little more of an old feeling, since that's an old throwback score streak that they never bring back for some reason. Last but not least, the team balancing still fucking sucks. I thought it was decent at first because I was a bot, I was a noob, level 1. Teammates were holding their own weight, so even if I got shit on, win or lose, teammates held their own weight. After a while, it seemed like every game I played, I had to carry every match. Teammates couldn't hold their own weight, and even no matter how hard I carry, we end up losing regardless. That's something I fucking hate. I hate having to carry every single match just to lose every single match. At least if I carry, I expect to have at least 1 or 2 teammates up there putting that work in so we can get that dub. I feel like the only time they do decent is when I'm getting straight shit on. Other than that, that's my initial opinion on the game. Overall, it's a decent game. I really can't say I fuck with it too heavy. Don't know if I'm gonna be on it like that. We'll see when the game drops, but I appreciate you if you watched all the way to the end, and I'll see y'all next time.